Phoenix and Andrade, not the Lucha Bros, but the Lucha Buddies, as I like to call them now. I think that makes the most sense, right? Pick
Lucha
up the victory and the Lucha Hombres. Perfect. Are the number one contenders, and we'll get a title shot. What were your thoughts on the match, Des? And then what are your thoughts on the potential of Phoenix and Andrade earning tag team gold?
This is another point of WWE getting a makeshift tag team, and it works. Everybody says this ad nauseum, and I got to say it again. Why can't Raw do this? Why is SmackDown the only show that can make good tag teams? They already have Fraxium, Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, and they got Andrade and Rey Fenix, and it works. Andrade and Fenix winning is the right choice. I hate to say this, and obviously I understand why they do it. I don't really like the YS6 in the tag team division. I don't know. It just feels like the other tag teams are up here, and the YS6 they're just kind of here. You know what I mean? In character, presentation, awesome. I agree with that. But just the matches, they don't do anything for me. Like they're just kind of there, right? You see so many of these amazing tag teams. Like yesterday, you had all of these amazing. Even Los Garzas is on there too. I know they're in AAA right now as the champions, but you have them there. That tag division is so stacked, which leads me to my other question: why can't the SmackDown tag titles never get on a PLE? It doesn't make any sense. We have the Raw tag titles on a PLE. SummerSlam is 2 nights. And you're telling me that we couldn't have this exact match on SmackDown at the PLE? Like, I don't know. To me, it just blows my mind because the Raw tag division, even though I like a lot of the competitors there, and this isn't anything personal, it can't even hold a candle to how good that SmackDown tag team division is. So why can't we just have the SmackDown tag titles at SummerSlam? Instead, we got to have it on SmackDown, where we're probably going to have like the Judgment Day versus the New Day at SummerSlam again. And it just, I don't know. It really blows my mind.
I am 100% with you. I could not agree more.
1,000%.
And I don't get it either because Raw struggled with the tag team division, and then it got better. They've sort of, it's been better than it's been better than
it's been there
in a while, and then it just poof disappeared. Right? No, that's what my point is. Like there was a phase early.
Yeah.
Where it felt like they're on the right track. There's some traction here. Yep. And then it was like, oh no, they took away the new toy. Like it's exactly what it felt like. And I like the makeshift. I mean, I don't think it's super makeshift with Phoenix and Andrade.
Me neither.
Really interesting comment here though. Levi_WWE said, I think that Rey Fenix and Andrade will dethrone Los Garzas on AAA. That would be the only thing I think that I could accept as far as it not being on SummerSlam. To your earlier point, Des. I think that's the only scenario is if they did that on AAA because of the history.
That's fair.
With Los Garzas and everybody that's involved having lineage in that company and culturally the impact it would have on a card like that, I think it would be huge. I think that'd be the only acceptable route you could go if you're going to do it like this. And it's not, to your point, on a SummerSlam. If it's on just a SmackDown, though, like you said, Des, I'm 1,000%.
It's 2 nights. Like, it's 2 nights. You can't tell me you can't put one.
Yeah, like, we can't have 2 tag matches? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was completely disrespectful. I got to say, it was disrespectful to have the New Day versus the Viking Raiders on WrestleMania, and then to give us that fatal 4-way for the SmackDown Championship, which the Street Profits won on SmackDown.
Yeah, the TLC match. That was insane.
That was disrespectful because that match was so good. And I love the New Day. I'm a huge fan of the New Day. And so anytime they get on TV, it's comedy gold. Like everything they've been doing on the commercials during the Raw on Netflix are just great, you know. Them showing up in the all black morning losing. Everything they do is great.
It is. I saw that in person too, which was awesome. It was so fun.
Oh, that's even better.
Honestly, but it's funny because even their match at Mania, like when they ran away with the belts, I feel like when I rewatched it, it didn't come across as great on TV. In the building, though, watching them run up the ramp like they stole something was perfect. the delivery was better. I felt like in person than it was upon rewatch, and it's interesting. I love this from Fernando right here. TLC belongs at Mania. He also agrees with you from earlier.
Yeah, should have.
I mean, yeah, like it's an interesting deal, and the New Day is interesting in and of itself because I'm a huge New Day fan myself too. Ant, like,
But
The New's great.
if it had been at Mania, we wouldn't have got the spot where Montez Ford took dude's leg.
True.
And hit someone
That.
with it.
I guess that's true, but like,
And
man,
that's going to go down in history.
No, yeah, that
True.
is as
That was
memorable as
awesome.
anything.
but like, I feel like that would have elevated WrestleMania 40. I know this is the past, but it would have elevated
Oh, sure.
WrestleMania 41 so much more because it was so entertaining.